Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Ash.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to another 10 Reasons Why video, and that is not to be confused with popular Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. We are of course talking about Formula 1 relating things, and obviously last time out it was 10 Reasons Why Lewis Hamilton won the championship this year, and with them finishing best of the rest the first time in a very long while actually.
Yeah.
I think, well, probably the last time was when they weren't really considered a best of the rest team.
No.
And that is McLaren, if you haven't figured it out already. And we're going to go 10 reasons why they finished best of the rest in the 2019 seasons. I hope you guys enjoy. So we'll get off with Ash. Do you want to go first reason?
I can start number one. Quite simply, Carlos Sainz. Mr. Consistent, always in and around the top end of the points, and even when he's had retirements, has looked like a very comfortable driver within the car.
Number two is going to be his teammate, and that is Lando Norris. He has had an absolutely superb rookie season. For me, he has been the rookie of the season, and despite everything that's gone wrong with his car mechanically this year, his performances, especially how he started off in qualifying, was superb, and how he's matured and progressed. Some fantastic defending in that car as well. I think Brazil, how he defended against Charles Leclerc at the start was very impressive. But yes, Lando Norris, reason number two.
Number three, the team attitude / culture. So every person within the team seems to have brought into the idea that the team is building and is going to be successful. And when you have that culture within an environment, it is always one that is going to be successful going forward. So that is definitely one of the reasons.
And four, well, if I mention his name, then it has to be me who talks about him, and that is Fernando Alonso and Stoffel van Dorn. Andreas Seidel said it earlier in the season that the development work that both him and Stoffel and Alonso did last season was vital in terms of improvement and getting the car as good as what it has been in 2019. Obviously not all down to them, but obviously they sacrificed especially their tail end of their season to help with the development of next year when neither of them were going to be driving for the team. They have helped a lot to where the team is today.
What number are we at?
We're at number 5.
Number 5, yeah, I see, I can't even count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That works. Number 5, Japan. Now, if you're in a tight battle with a team, having them disqualified and having both drivers disqualified, giving you a handful of points in the process, definitely a good way to go, isn't it? So, having Renault being disqualified for, it was the steering, wasn't it? The brake bias even. That's the one. See?
It was on the steering wheel.
Yeah. The brake bias. We know what we're talking about. Having them disqualified for brake bias issues, definitely very big helping hand.
They looked very positive in that aspect, but they were still from there. And now Renault, we can probably split into two, as in Renault the team and Renault in terms of mechanical. Obviously, Renault had been operating with Red Bull for a long time and had been very unreliable. Yes, there has still been some reliability issues this season, but McLaren seem to have gained the best performance out of that Renault engine, better than the Works team itself, combining it with their aero package. So yeah, mightily impressive how they've managed to get that Renault engine working and driving them forward.
7 is going to be the other teams not maximising their opportunities. When you look at it, there have been quite a few retirements for McLaren this season, be it Carlos Sainz at the start of the season and then at the beginning of after the summer break, and then Lando Norris having a couple of races where he didn't look as assured, but the teams around them in the championship did not take advantage of that and maximise the opportunities that they could have.
Number 8 for me is Carlos Sainz at the Hungaroring in Hungary. It was a fantastic race, notoriously probably known for its kind of ghost-like appearance. He wasn't really seen other than the start of the race, where all the cars had flown through. After that, Carlos Sainz was a bit of a ghost, drove an absolutely superb race in 5th, and it's a bit of a combination here. I think it was just the fact that it was such a good race, but it was also the statement that it put to other teams, and I think he even beat Valtteri Bottas in that race. And Valtteri wasn't able to keep up with the midfield runners there, having gone back with a collision with Charles Leclerc. But yes, Carlos Sainz, great intent for McLaren going into the summer break, saying, we are a serious car this year, and you've got to compete with us.
And that actually leads me on to number 9 quite well. The top teams not acting like top teams all of the time. There have been quite a few races this season where one, sometimes two, and if not more, of the top team drivers have just fallen away in terms of either pace, reliability issues, or just in general retirements, crashes, colliding together, and it has allowed McLaren, as the team that have been best of the rest, to pick up additional points that they wouldn't have been expecting, most notably in the last race in Brazil when Carlos Sainz ended up on the podium because of it.
And number 10, the final reason, is the car itself. We've spoken a lot of things around, a lot of things about the team, not things, bits within the car, but the actual overall package that they've got in terms of best of the rest has been a really good car actually. The aero package has been superior to the Renault, which has gained them the advantage, obviously still having the same engine there, has allowed them to compete obviously on most of the tracks around, and you see it with the top teams. The reason the top teams are the top teams is because they have cars that compete at the very top on the majority of tracks across the calendar. McLaren have built that car not to the standard of the top 3, but we weren't really expecting that this year. But to go from where they were to what they produced this year is superb, and it's a really fantastic car.
Yes. And let's be honest, some of the points we put out there have been because of other people, mainly from me. But let's not put anything out there other than it has been a fantastic performance this season by McLaren as a team. Definitely up there with one of the best performing teams of the season. I would probably say making it into the top 3 for that.
Yeah. For me, McLaren, they are a big historical team in F1. Superb to see them back, and all their hard work and efforts was rewarded with a podium, although delayed. But it was quite nice actually with the team effort that they've got, that they all got to celebrate on the podium afterwards. With Carlos Sainz, with that 3rd place in Brazil. Be nice for them to have a good final race in Abu Dhabi coming up this weekend. But yes, McLaren, fantastic. Hats off to you. See where it goes. But there is another kind of 10 reasons why video, guys. Hope you've liked it. Hope you enjoy this series. If you do enjoy the series and you want to see more, give us a thumbs up. If you think it's a terrible series, also let us know, because then we'll know not to carry it on. But yeah, we think it's quite a nice snapshot from there.
If you are enjoying it, do comment below what you would like us to do a 10 things of, basically. Just let us know.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from your ideas, and we'd love to hear from you in this video if you have any more reasons why you thought McLaren finished best of the rest this season. What else can you do on the channel, Ash?
You can make sure to press the subscribe button. Always good to have that. You get to see all of the videos we're putting out there, and if you press that bell icon, you'll get a notification when one goes live. So you will get our race coverage across the weekend. You will also get notifications of when our videos in the dark months, known as a winter break, when we don't have any F1, will be there. We're going to be able to entertain you and remind you that F1 does still exist. Not that you need it.
We hope we entertain you. We're being optimistic about our abilities here.
Yeah.
But hopefully. But yeah, guys, and yesterday we did actually have video come out that we did our collaboration that we did with Raz on F1. The one on our channel was debating can Racing Point be a successful team in the future? So obviously competing with the likes of McLaren in the future, going best of the rest, and maybe making the step up to further with those rules and regulations coming in 2021. We also did a part 2, one where we looked at is Robert Kubica's return is Robert Kubica's, there we go, look, my voice was going, been ill, it's come back. Right, was Robert Kubica's return to F1 a success this year? Make sure you go and check those out, and check Raz's channel out as well. But for now, you F1 fans, keep racing.